Okay, first week of 2026, we're 7 days in, and what's happened? 3rd of January 2026, Nicolás Maduro is kidnapped. But I have a bit of a thing. Why is it that we don't care? Like, I'm looking at all the headlines on YouTube. I feel like a lot of people are trying to take advantage of the situation. They're trying to sensationalize something that should be sensationalized, but, like, is it just me, or does anyone not really care? Like, why do we not care? Okay, there's one obvious thing. Like, everyone's aware that we have too many crises. We've got Ukraine, we've got the Middle East, Iran, Palestine. There's so much that's happening. The fact that there was little to know, there was obviously a few people that died, about 100 people in total out of the operation. It's like, the vibe is like, we just don't care. Like, we don't care. And we should be shocked, but we're just not. It's very much like the meme, the Jeremy Clarkson meme.
Oh, bad news.
What?
The Dacia Sandero. It's delayed.
Oh no. Anyway, last week...
So I think that's one big thing. The fact that it's not affecting our lives directly. We can say that the liberal world order of doing things, the UN, the whole thing. Yeah, how do we even frame this? It can be framed any way. Like, it's obvious what's happened. Under normal circumstances, 20 or 30 years ago, yeah, this would have been huge. Like, really big. I mean, I feel like even 10 years ago, it would have been absolutely shock and horror, but we're chilling. We're just trying to live day to day. Yeah, it's really sad. Okay, got me ice cream. Ooh. Yeah, so Bismillah. I think 15 years ago, or even 10 years ago, I would have very strong opinions on this. But the fact that I don't, like, naturally, I think it says quite a lot about how the last 5 years have kind of played out. And, you know, you go from COVID pandemic to Russia invasion to genocide to, what are we missing now? Iran as well. A kidnapped president. Like, nah. Like, the bar has been set quite high. Invasion of Iran, but not really. What's happened is our psychological barrier has been raised so high that we just don't really care. There has to be some apocalyptic thing that has to happen. If China invades Taiwan and the US doesn't get involved, no one will, like, literally, we are going to watch a video real quick about Sneako. This is basically, it's just pure rage bait, man. That's what it is. Let's have a listen of what Sneako, the wise words of Sneako. I think he's getting a little bit too performative, and that's the word. And a lot of these people are becoming very performative. I think that's one reason why I'm not going to have so much energy, so much like this fake energy. If I'm not really vibing or feeling the whole, you know, Venezuelan invasion, I just can't really get into it. Like, you know, I'm just going to call a spade a spade. It's kind of boring. It was kind of interesting for like literally 5 minutes. The morning that happened, when I woke up, I was like, oh, wow. And then that was kind of it, really. So what does Sheikh Sneako have to say about this? Let's hear him.
You're selling out your own people, you fucking fraud. Your
Okay, selling out people.
race is declining because of frauds like you. Psyoping people to be simps for Israel.
Okay, now we're Sims for Israel because we don't care about Venezuela.
While our country gets sucked away, there's a parasite eating away at our country. I care about this country. I'm the one calling out the real problem. You're a slave to it.
The problem with these people is they're not very self-aware. They can't see themselves and see the kind of tomfoolery they can't see the perspective of themselves. Do you get me? So this is why they kind of get very like aggravated and agitated. Like, it's a political move, is what it is. It happened. Not many people died.
Every time you open up your shit podcast and say this shit, slowly America erodes.
It's eroding either way, pal.
The more billions of dollars go to Israel. Oh, oil! Oh, the oil coming in. Where's...
It's not even about the oil. It's not about the oil. It's quite frankly, it's about control and dominance. That's really what it is about. It's about who's calling the shots here. I mean, call a spade a spade.
Where's that money gonna go to? What about the troops that are gonna die in Venezuela?
The US doesn't need money. It just prints it.
Well, when they're stationed there. Because Trump wants Marco Rubio and the new Zionist president of Israel to control it. Are you gonna say the same thing? What about the 80 civilians that died in Venezuela? Christian...
Again, probably more people died of gun violence in the US that day than the Venezuelan episode.
Catholic, just like you. You gonna say anything about that? What about the wife of Maduro? Kidnapped, captured, brought here, imprisoned. the Catholic woman.
Again, like, it's not, look, I'm not advocating for it, I'm not vouching for it, I'm not saying what they're doing is right, or if you're gonna play king and queen, you know what I mean? Like, and the problem here as well is that they kidnapped very people who are already, you know, they were scumbags in their own country, like, they really were. Like, I'm not saying, you know, in one sense they're getting a taste of their own medicine.
Family. You're going to say that we shouldn't go and steal, bomb, and kidnap other Catholics? You're not. You don't care about your people. You're a talking head for the Zionist regime, and you know it.
But I think this is the issue. Is what if someone disagrees with you, it doesn't automatically make them a talking head for the Zionist, you know, thing. Just that they're, I don't know. I do also have a problem with is people who are actively pro. They're animated towards the action, like as if you're not getting any benefits of this. This whole Matt Walsh, this whole, what's his name, Nick Fuentes, pal, like no one, like you're not gonna benefit from this pro kind of, like, he's just licking up to the action. It is what it is, happened.
I care about my country. I care about my country. Learn how to make us some arepas, Matt Walsh. When all these Venezuelan refugees come into this country because of shills like you.
Say big salute to Sneako. You know, I've been on Sneako's stream before. I think we should do another stream. I saw he's streaming out in front of the courthouse where Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, are currently being arraigned. And he's like the only American patriot right now because he's out there saying no occupation of Venezuela, no war on Venezuela. We don't want to be a part of this. He's calling out Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, Nick Fuentes, Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, Laura Loomer. He's calling out all of them saying that, no, Americans do not support this.
Don't get me wrong, the American people definitely should not be involved in this. But again, this is power plays, this is companies, this is stocks, this is to do with, you know, this is to do with also like China, it's to do with Russia, it's to do with da-da-da-da-da-da.
Occupation of Venezuela. It's not going to go well. Okay? You do your little stupid thing where you kidnap Maduro. Occupation's not going to go well. We shouldn't have done the kidnapping in the first place. But I got to say big salute to Sneako because he's sticking his neck out when all these other idiots are going along with this Venezuela op. And he's saying stuff like this.
All you Trumpers, what about this? You're crying about immigration nonstop for years. Your major talking point, close the southern border. Now, Venezuela's part of our country. Refugees, come on in. Come on in.
That is actually a valid point. A lot of people who are pro this whole invasion of Venezuela don't realize that it's basically an excuse to get more Venezuelan people into the U.S.
Is that what's going to fix America right now? The debt crisis, the housing crisis, the lack of health care is more Venezuelan refugees? Well done. Everybody that supported this and cheered this on, there you go.
Yep.
You think all the Venezuelans that are here already, you think that they want to go back? Of course they're going to.
He was interviewing these Venezuelan exiles that were celebrating the toppling of Maduro today outside the courthouse. And he's like, so you're going to go back home to Venezuela now that they got rid of Maduro, right? And they're like, oh, you know, no sé, no comprehendo, you know, ese, no sé, you know. It's just going to be more migrants.
Want to stay here. But there you go. Everybody that's supporting this, hope you like arepas. I like arepas. A little bit of hot sauce on it. Get used to it. You better learn a recipe. They're going to be your new neighbors.
I don't care. Like, I actually don't. I literally wish I cared, but I don't. I'll just try and get this uploaded either today or tomorrow, or it's the 7th as of recording. I'm gonna edit it and make sure it's... And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna do lots more vlogging, so adios. Spanish is actually a class language. I don't know what's the issue. Like, I would learn Spanish if I wasn't on my Infinity Arabic grind. So, yeah, Spanish for the win.